Hey everybody, my name is Spencer Knowles with Horizon Beverage, and this is another installment of our Vineyard VIPs segment. And we're lucky to be here with my good friend Chris Benziger from Benziger Family Wine.
Spencer, how's it going?
It's going very well, Chris.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
So Chris, when we do these, we get a chance to talk to our friends from all over the world who get down and dirty in the winery. And when you're here, and I know we were saying earlier, there's a spirit in the marketplace when a Benziger is here. And when there are multiple Benzigers, there's more than spirit. So
yeah.
We know you're here.
We don't want to get more than 3 Benzigers in the marketplace because then we take all the air out of the room.
It gets crazy quick. Yeah. So listen, tell us a little bit about the family history. Kind of bring things back a little bit for folks that don't know much about the winery.
So it's kind of a cool story. My family were actually a bunch of East Coasters, a little bit further south. We come from New York area. My father had a small distributing company back there. And then my oldest brother, Mike, fell in love with the idea of wine, but he wanted to make it. And this was early in the 70s, so California was just kind of bubbling to the surface.
Right.
Moved out west, went to work for a winery in the Livermore Valley, searched around for a place, and eventually found this gorgeous piece of property up in the town of Glen Ellen in Sonoma Valley.
Beautiful spot.
Yeah, about an hour from the Golden Gate Bridge. Yeah. It's a little, if you cup your hands, it's exactly what the property looks like. It's a bowl hanging there, 360-degree view, exposure to the sun, a gorgeous spot. Calls my dad up, said, "We found it." Next thing I know, the entire family is moving out west. You know that sitcom, The Beverly Hillbillies?
Oh, yeah.
We're like the New York version of that. So 13 of us go out there, and we sunk all the money to buy the property that we had to literally build the winery ourselves because we couldn't afford a construction crew.
Right.
We couldn't afford a vineyard crew. We had to plant all the grapes, which was great. So we built the place with our own blood, sweat, and tears. We literally, the dirt under the fingernails. And it really taught us that passion of the wine business. So we grew up around it. It was neat. Moving from New York, we lived a pretty, suburban life. But out there, we had wood burning stoves. It was like pioneers. It was awesome. And then we started a brand called Glen Ellen. We sold that in 1993. And the big part of the winery was Biodynamics. We had bruised the land so bad in the first decade that we were there, aggressively pursuing the wine business, that we realized that we needed to fix it. We needed to repair the damage we did. And so we changed our complete attitude on growing grapes. Instead of pushing nature out, we invite nature back in.
Absolutely.
And we do that in a controlled way. We grow gardens that attract predatory insects. We connect those with what are called habitat highways. We put owl boxes up, bluebird boxes. An owl will go out and kill gophers and moles and voles. Before, we'd have to poison them with strychnine, which was very bad. And then we use cows, sheep, and chickens for their manures and their grazing to clean the vineyard floor, and their manures are enhancing the soil, increasing the vitality of the vineyard. So by allowing nature back in a controlled way, you end up having the grapevines naturally integrating with their environment. The roots now are going deeper into those fractured soils.
Right,
the winery is on the side of a volcano, so the soil is a geological lasagna. It's layered with all these different types of soil, from ash to rocks to all this cool stuff. So the grapes are going down there, and what they're doing is they're getting all that authenticity of the site. And so that's why we do it, because Biodynamics is a management system for authenticity. You guarantee that you're going to get the flavors of Sonoma Mountain in that glass of wine. And that's why Biodynamics is so big with producers like Domaine Sonomacounty, Lefebvre, Leroy, Andre Ostertag, Chapoutier. And in California, Quintessa, Araujo, Gurgich Hills, Mendocino Wine Company, and then of course Benziger.
So I brought a little something.
Oh, look at that!
Oh, when we talked about.
Oh man.
When we talked about just when you guys made that decision to just go full board in the right direction, I think we'd all agree. I was just getting into the wine business, and this was probably a year and a half. This was 2007. This was mid-June 2007 when the late Alan York, who everyone knows was a biodynamic pioneer.
This guy was the guru.
And your bro there, Mike, looked like they're having a great time out there in your pond, or I don't know if there's a name for it, but it's...
Yeah, actually, you know what? That's our water recycling pond.
Great.
So that's a lot of poopy water underneath that boat. But it works.
Really happy.
Yeah. It's actually pretty cool.
This was a new beginning, and
Alan,
this was big for everyone.
And God bless Alan. He unfortunately passed away a couple years ago. But that guy was an unbelievable farmer, and he taught us so much. And basically, what he did is he taught us to really respect that piece of property, and that was the cool thing about it, And that's what biodynamics is. You're taking the entire, it's very much a holistic method of farming. So you're taking the whole piece of property, not just the grapevines. So we have 85 acres there. Only 40 of those acres are under vine. The other 45 are, think of them as a supporting cast that give the lead actor, the grapes, more believability.
So we've heard about the winery, we've heard about where you've come. Now, I know there's been some changes.
Yep, some big changes.
Really positive.
Good changes.
Bring us up to speed on what's happening out there.
So as you know, I have a big family, and as they grow, we've been in the business for almost 4 decades now. My brothers want to retire. So they retired, and we brought in a new partner, the wine group.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been acquired by the wine group, and it's been an amazing thing. The wine group is a big winery, and on first view, you're like, wow, the wine group with Benziger. But in reality, the wine group is pursuing these real brick and mortar wineries because they know that's the business that's starting to grow right now. And I couldn't ask for better partners for this wine because they love exactly what we're doing.
Right.
So basically what they did is they're not going to, and the wine business is littered with stories where big wineries buy small wineries and then the small winery disappears.
Oh yeah, we all hear it all the time. Sure.
Every time.
Yeah.
This is the exact opposite. They're really taking good care of us. They hired all the employees back. All the winemaking is the same. All my brothers, sisters, nieces, and nephews are there. I mean, really, there's more Benzigers working today than before the sale. Only one person left is my brother Mike and my brother-in-law Tim Wallace, the 2 people. So it's this renewed energy. Plus the wine group, they love us. They love us, they worship the brand, and there's no drive to make the brand a big brand. They don't want us to grow. They want us to grow, but they want us to grow at a very organic rate. They don't want, we're going to be 500,000 cases by 2020 and another this. No, it's like, let's grow the brand so the quality can follow.
Which is why you're still here.
It's exactly why I'm still here, because they treat my employees great and they love biodynamics. If it wasn't, I wouldn't be here. I'm here because the wine group is the best way. Because if the wine group didn't acquire us, I don't think Benziger would have been in business in another 10 years. We're just too small an independent winery. We'd get drowned out in this very competitive landscape.
And it's too important, not only in Sonoma, but in California, really.
Well, we're
for you guys not to be around.
Right.
It's too important.
We're at the sharp end of the spear of sustainability.
Absolutely.
And we've been trendsetters for a while. And you need a company that is forward-thinking like the wine group that can help us get to that next level, which we're doing, which is really exciting. And I love it. I couldn't, plus working for your family is kind of hard.
Don't I know?
Yeah.
35 years.
My brothers can be
business,
tough. Yeah, we're on film. We're PG. I got some other choice words. Just kidding.
So if we could briefly, for those of the folks that haven't been to the winery itself, I was lucky enough to go with my wife, and we just had a tremendous time. Whether you're into wine, whether you're a green thumb, whether you like to garden,
there's something for
oh my
everybody.
gosh, there's something for everybody.
And it's
there.
the quintessential winery experience.
Absolutely.
When you walk, for me, I've been coming down that driveway now for, like I said, almost 4 decades. And I'm continually blown away how beautiful that place is. It is the image of a winery. It's this beautiful valley. It's like curtains are pulled back when you drive down the driveway. It's very, very scenic and it's inspiring. And there's just, not to get too kind of hippie California, but there's a great vibe when you're on that property.
The property's alive.
Yeah, exactly.
The property's alive.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
And I've seen it. I've seen it alive. I've seen it almost dead, and I've seen it resuscitate itself, and now the place can be better.
Well, listen, I think it would just be the right thing to do to just quickly talk about what we're drinking right now. We're very lucky to taste it, which is the 2012 Tribute.
Without a doubt, one of my favorite wines, if not the favorite wine. 2012. This wine comes 100% from the estate property, that little bowl I was talking about. It's a Bordeaux blend, which means it's about 70% Cabernet, a good slug of Cabernet Franc, about 12%, 10% Petit Verdot, which is unusual. That's a lot of Petit Verdot. And then the balance is Merlot, single-digit percentage. It's aged for about 2 years in French oak barrels and 1 year in the bottle. It's all naturally farmed. This is probably one of the purest wines that you ever put in your lips. No chemicals went anywhere near this. Very low use of sulfites in there. It's the true expression of Sonoma Mountain. What I get out of this, because 12 was one of those incredible vintages, bountiful and beautiful, but you get this dark cherry, blackberry, tons of great forward fruit, but also you get these incredible spicy notes. You get coffee, mocha, a little bit of that cocoa, some baking spices. Yeah, maybe a little mint in there. Really a lot of stuff going on. And then the tannins, this is all natural yeast fermentation. So you have this weight in the mid part of the palate from that natural fermentation. And the tannins are really, they're there, it's like a velvet hammer, you know? They're soft, but they're firm. This wine could age easily 7 to 10 years, but it's drinking really nice.
Well, Chris, like I said before, it's always a pleasure to have you on the market, and really, really happy for everything that's going on with the wine.
You know, one other thing that might help people, we have an app on our phone. It's on Apple and also on Android, where you can download it, and it'll give you a virtual tour of the wine.
That would be really
cool. So just
cool.
Go to the App Store,
really
type
cool.
in Benziger, and you'll see the virtual tour. And it literally is a 360 degree, it's more of a 360 degree, not a virtual tour, but it's an unbelievable physical tour of the winery. You guys will love it.
That doesn't make you want to go.
Yeah, you got to go.
Yeah.
And please come out there, send your customers out there, because they'll be a customer for life. If you can get you or your customers out there and see that property, yeah, they'll love it. Hey,
Awesome,
thanks,
Chris.
Spencer.
Cheers, my friend.
What a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.